You've heard the statement before that experience is the best teacher. However, reading through the book of John Maxwell, How Successful People Grow, I realized that experience is not the best teacher. And also, as some people say, they say experience is the best teacher when it is not your experience. Either are not correct. Why? Because you can decide not to learn anything from such experiences. So really, experience is the best teacher when it is evaluated. So what you would rather say is evaluated experience is the best teacher. So having read that book and I got this understanding of what experiences could do for us or could mean in our lives, I want to share with you on this topic how to nurture and keep a good relationship, especially when the relationship is with your superior or with a boss. How to nurture and keep a good relationship, especially when it is with your superior or with your boss. I had a very vivid experience recently and I felt I have some lessons to learn from it and also share with someone out there. Recently, my superior's wife, the wife of my boss, asked me to assist her to pick up an item to give to someone on another side of my country. And then I was going to be traveling the following day to see the person. So I met with her. She told me, come for this item before you travel tomorrow. And I accepted. I said, yes, ma, I will do so. But somehow, in the midst of the other activities I had to carry out for that day, I forgot completely to return to her to pick up that item. And until the following day, when I had to travel, before I could remember that she asked me to come back and pick an item for someone where I was traveling to, it was almost like, wow, I'm in trouble. This is a big problem. How would I get out of this? However, something happened at that moment. I knew there was nothing I could do there. The trip had started for me. I was already on the journey. And I remembered I was supposed to pick an item the previous day. So what did I do? I just bowed down my head and I prayed. I asked that the Holy Spirit will give me guidance and guide me out of this current situation, because I know that if my boss's wife have to follow up with me and ask me, young man, I told you to come pick up this item before you travel the following day, I know I was going to be in very big trouble. So after the prayers, I waited for a few minutes and then the idea just dropped in my mind that I should pick my phone and send her a message. So I sent the message to her and the content of the message was like, ma, I'm very sorry. I actually forgot to come over yesterday to pick up the item you asked me to pick, and then now I'm already out on the journey. So please forgive me, I'm sorry. But I wouldn't mind if you can instruct me on getting another item on your behalf to give to this person you are sending me to when I arrive the destination, and I will deliver your message just as you've been instructing me, if you would, ma. Then I pleaded, I said I was sorry, I sent the message. I was just hoping for a favorable response. At the end of the day, when she replied, she simply told me, okay, please get to my house where you are going, because she had another place where she stays there. Get there, there'll be someone there waiting for you. You can pick up an item, a particular item for the person that I was sending you to initially, that you did not pick the item for him before you left. So just go there, pick the item, and on my behalf, go and deliver to the person. Wow, what a huge relief. What a huge relief. For me, it was a significant experience looking at the outcome that would have happened if she knew that I forgot and she had to ask me why I forgot. So really, I had to look beyond just the experience to look at the lesson inherent in that experience. Something I can learn to prepare me for a similar occurrence or a similar experience not to occur again to my disadvantage. So I want to share with you just 3 things that I think are inherent in that experience, in that event, that I know could be of help to you and of course to me in the nearest future. The first thing is, if I had fixed a time or requested for a time from her that I should come and pick the item before I travel the following day, I'm very sure I would not have forgotten. Why? Because having a specific time for me to come and see her to pick up the item would have kept the assignment in my mind that I needed to go and see her at this particular time to pick up the item. So the lesson there was I needed to fix a particular time to any important event in my life. You can imagine how important that was if your boss's wife or your superior tells you to do something. If you have to fail to do it, then you know you are in big trouble, kind of, really. Yes, so the lesson for me there was if anything is important to you and you know you can't but deliver on it and get it accomplished, then you must fix a particular time in the course of the day to ensuring that you get it accomplished, so that every other little distracted activities of interest to you or something that gets your attention ordinarily would not have taken your attention away from what you must accomplish in a particular day. So first lesson is that you learn to fix time to something that is very important that you have to accomplish in the course of your day. Second lesson is that we should learn to take initiative to ask for forgiveness. Very important. I knew if I had to wait for her to reach me to ask, where was I? Was I not coming to pick up the item? So am I not going to deliver the item as she asked me to do? I knew if I had to wait for that, then I'll be in some trouble. So to avert that, I had to take the initiative to ask for forgiveness in advance. All right, so that's a very key lesson that we need to learn. Even when you are not at fault, even when you are not the one that had committed an offense, even when you are the one deserving an apology, whichever way it is always good for you to take an initiative to ask for forgiveness, because at the end of the day, it makes you stronger, makes you bolder, makes you more confident about yourself, that you can take responsibility for what you have done wrong, take responsibility for what someone had done wrong. Why? Because you want peace to reign, and it's very important for you to nurture and keep a good relationship. And then the third lesson I learned was that I preferred an alternative solution to her. I said, if you don't mind, on your behalf, since I've forgotten to pick the item you wanted me to pick, when I get to where I'm going, I could purchase another item and go and offer on your behalf to the person you sent me to. So that was giving her an alternative, like taking initiative to find another way around the problem and to ensure that there was really no problem. So I thought all this came together, and then she saw it and preferred a more soothing solution and possible way out of the situation. So the third lesson basically is learn to give options and alternatives. There is no problem that is beyond solution. In fact, someone said in every problem there is the solution within it. So always be the one to take that initiative to prefer a better outcome, a better solution to whatever problem you have, either with yourself, with your boss, or with a colleague, or with anyone in a team or a group that you belong to. Always seek to take initiative for a better outcome, for an option, a better option to resolve any prevalent situation. So I believe strongly that if you go through these three processes, or if you engage these three actions, you would have been able to keep the good relationships in your life and nurture them. And of course, you can also use this to enhance and improve on other relationships that are not so good or that are going sour in your life. I want to believe this helps you to work on your relationship with people and to improve on it. This is going to be part one of several other parts in this series of how to nurture and keep good relationship. All right, so thank you very much for watching this. My name is Olumide Odesonya. Stay tuned to this channel. If this video, if this blesses you, if it encourages you to keep good relationship and to nurture the ones you have, please share with your friends. Like this video. The subscribe button is just down there. You can subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can get other videos like this as I'll be dropping here. So till we see you next time, all right, keep being your best in that relationship and keep being a blessing to someone. Bye for now.